Let's get on out. Meet up with Chloe.
So Chloe is waiting for me in front of the main hall.
I thought we would just get transported though, but no. Which means they get an opportunity to snoop around, and I certainly will, I suspect, the janitor. Although, you know, it could be the drug dealer. Maybe he is seen as wise, etc.
Oh, it's unlocked. I hope Samuel isn't around.
Yeah, no kidding. Look, if he's around, so what? You can just go back. What's the problem?
Nothing here.
Really? So you expect something to be somewhere?
Nothing but tools.
That's a really good description, yes. What?
Nuts and bolts. Like my grandpa's garage.
Okay, what are we looking for over here, Maxine? What is it?
Who knew Samuel was so into runway fashion?
Well... What are you looking for?
I know Samuel doesn't wear silky scarves. So, who does?
Chloe, stop it. Max? I'll be there, alright? Sheesh, give me time. Okay. I think this is the newest one. Dear Diary, I have the... October 9th! 2 days until disaster. Dear Diary, I have the power to rewind time. And I ended up on a rooftop trying to stop my friend from jumping off while trying to prevent the possible destruction of my hometown. I fell asleep at my desk and woke up reaching out to rewind. Or grab Kate. I remember what my journal entries were about which anime character I wanted to be, all my dreams of being a respected globe-hopping photographer, all what me and Chloe would be doing when we were finally adults. At least we know how that turned out so far. Chloe is determined to get to the bottom of what's going on. Thank goodness. So I've been playing What Would Chloe Do, which means blowing off my Blackwell homework to research everything I can, find on Kate Marsh, Rachel Amber, and the esteemed Prescotts. It would be too easy peasy if they were all connected, but at this point, I think the whole town of Arcadia Bay is connected to this crazy shit. I can already see this story on my National Geographic channel. Mystic, scientific, or apocalyptic? The Arcadia Bay tornado. Shudder. Speaking of fear, I still think about Kate and the sadness in her eyes on that roof. I'm so grateful she's alive. I love seeing the students at Blackwell show their support for her with gifts and flowers. Finally. At least I feel better now that Nathan is suspended. It's good he's off campus for a few days, I hope. And like I give a shit if the Prescott family sends a team of lawyers after me. Please! I doubt that they would like all the publicity. I doubt the tentacles reach into the rest of Oregon, not yet anyway. Leave it to Chloe to make me sneak out past curfew and demand I meet her in front of the main building in the dead of night. I knew Chloe would be all over investigating the campus after what happened to Kate here. This just makes Chloe more desperate to find out what happened to Rachel, if anything. It's funny that even though I think I can just rewind myself out of trouble, I'm in more trouble now than ever before in my life. If this was a Twilight Zone story, I'd be getting set up for some serious irony, like I'm going to rewind myself out of existence or something. Can I honestly say I'll have this ability for the rest of my life? Are the tornado, the snow, and that eclipse just hallucinations, or are they genuine prophecy? More importantly, is this a curse or blessing? Chloe is alive and by my side, and that has to be a miracle, which means there must be a way to stop my vision from coming true, right? No, not necessarily. So yes, I broke curfew to hook up with Chloe. She said she had something to show me. Looks like it's time for some serious detective work. Enter the Blackwell Ninjas. As I stealthily made my way out of the hall, I passed by Kate's door and saw all the nice messages from other students. Too bad most of Blackwell didn't care when they passed around the video and bullied her to that roof. Everybody always cares when it's too late. At least Kate will see that people are on her side, finally. I hope I can visit her when all this blows over. Maybe that's not a good choice of words. Yes, indeed. Well, is that silly little trophy? Girl stuff indeed. What is going on here? Seriously, there's an axe over here. A scarf. What on earth is going on, and what does the creepy janitor have to do with it? I'm not saying it's all him, I'm not saying I know, I'm not saying I have evidence because I don't, but all the same, I don't trust the guy because I hardly trust anyone.
The Tobanga does look pretty scary at night. Please don't destroy me.
Silly little Tobanga.
Oh, the most magical insects. Burn bright. Maybe Samuel should fix that lamp.
Perhaps. Is there any significance to this one being broken? Presumably not. My good, I'm so thorough. It'll be the end of me. I presumably have the option to sit here. Think. Talk to me, Maxine. Talk to me. What's on your mind?
I feel so giddy, even after Kate almost jumped. Maybe it's the leftover adrenaline. But I feel kind of invincible now.
That can certainly help, but it can also be detrimental. Yes, it depends. Does indeed depend. What is that noise? Alright. Not much going on here. Oh wait, is the thing I'm rewinding past me sitting on the bench? Yes, it is. So let's not sit on the bench. Does that really make a difference? I don't think it makes a difference, but you can still rewind out of it. Anything over here? Anything? Not the bench.
Principal Wells, are you serious? I'm toast if he sees me.
Nobody can expel me. Not yet, anyway.
How am I supposed to sneak past him? I could just rewind. I could try to distract him. I could try to talk to him.
Blackwell almost lost another student. I wish Kate Marsh would just skip town.
Dude!
Now I have to deal with more pissed off entitled parents who want to blame me for their mistakes. Cheers.
Curfew.
He's lucky nobody else saw him like that. Except me.
You know, let's just do the obvious and talk to him.
Miss Caulfield, you have to be stealthier than that. You're not supposed to be outside your dormitory at this hour. You know that.
I'm sorry, Principal Wells. I'm still tense after I thought Kate was going to jump today. I just needed some air and space to walk.
No explanations. Seeing Kate come up on that roof, then seeing her come down with you. You saved her ass. Maybe saved Blackwell. Now don't get cocky. Going back inside. You earned good dreams.
Great. So how do I get past him to meet Chloe?
Well, first of all, don't have that interaction with him.
Great. He saw me. Maybe I could sneak by when he was trying to open the door.
Gotcha. Now, why won't they fit? These keys are all broken. Or maybe it's me?
Max the Ninja strikes again.
I know I have a set
Listen, Chloe, I'm trying my best here. Because the solution was to rewind. Now let me read that message. What did you type up this time? What is it? Hello? Stop badgering me. I'm trying to get there, okay? Damn, that was too close. I was doing so well until I got outside, and of course it was Principal Wells of all people blocking the way. The one person I least wanted to see. I wasn't ninja enough for him, so yeah, he busted me. But I finally got to see what the gossip was, that the gossip was true for a change. What do you mean? No, you've rewound past that point. Principal Wells was shit-faced. He didn't even try to hide it. In fact, he was a lot cooler drunk than sober. I can see why he's so confused dealing with Kate's family and the Prescotts and David Madsen. He's acts suspicious and gives me way too much toot, as he would say. Nobody says that seriously. But I can see that he's under a lot of pressure. So much that he's so wasted he can't even use his keys at midnight. Sure, he was in my way, but he was no match for my rewind power. After all, I had to go and meet Chloe. Bad, Max.
Booyah!
Oh, come on now. Don't
Get
do
it?
that.
Booyah. Like I'm a scary punk ghost.
Yes, I get it.
More like a scary punk asshole. Hey, Chloe, I didn't exactly have the greatest day trying to keep my friend from jumping off the roof. I don't think I need you to prank me tonight, okay?
Sorry, but you absolutely balls to the walls did save your friend.
Yes, I did. No.
Kate saved herself. I couldn't even use my power. My head felt like it was being crushed. Then I had no clue what to say to her on that roof.
Don't be so modest, Rockstar. Kate is alive because of you. You obviously said the right thing, and your badass power is gonna save us all. We just need to connect the plays.
And find out who almost killed Kate. We have to stop this from happening to anybody else.
Oh yeah, and somehow stop that tornado from wiping out Arcadia Bay, right?
Yes. What do you mean chaos? Okay, that's a good enough response for me, I guess. It's the title of the...
Didn't you say
episode.
that it was all about chaos theory? I don't see any control over this chaos.
Oh right, except for your ability to, oh yeah, manipulate time and space. No biggie.
Chloe, I just feel weird about some of my decisions. Especially after I just got Nathan expelled.
Oh,
Dude, do not even torture yourself like that. Let's focus on looking for clues, okay?
Kate, Rachel. Kate, Rachel. Can we rewind this? I don't know. Let's talk about Rachel.
We need to find out more about who Rachel was involved with around here.
She was able to blend in with everybody, even with people I hated.
And even though I don't know her, it feels like Rachel is guiding us to the truth.
Fuck the truth. I just want to find my friend right now. It scares me to think where she could be. Do you think she's...
Yes. Dead.
Dead? I'm sorry. I hate even saying that, Chloe.
Not as much as I hate thinking it. Max, we have to find Rachel soon. We have to.
I promise you we will. Like you said, it's time to start the search for clues. Now tell me what's your secret.
Drum roll, please. I present the spare keys to Blackwell. Thank you, step prick.
You are such a boss, Chloe. I just don't want you to get into any more trouble.
Look
I
at
don't
all the
care.
trouble dropping in Arcadia Bay. At this point, who gives a fuck anymore? We're in it to win it, Max. Lead the way.
All
I'm
right.
so glad you're my partner in crime.
As long as you're my partner in time.
Insert groan here.
Okay. Now let's try to be moderately stealthy about this. We will have to explore all of the university.
So much for helping me put together a portfolio.
Hopefully the rest of the class will follow your lead. I'm sorry I was distracted. As you know, it's not been a good day for Blackwell.
I know this has been an awful day, and you can talk to me anytime, Mr. Jefferson.
Thank you, Victoria. I'm glad it had a relatively happy ending.
I don't know what I would have done if Katie jumped.
Katie? I had no idea you two were that close. Did she?
Well, how does this affect the Everyday Heroes contest?
It doesn't. The contest is still a go, and I still have to pick the winner to best represent Blackwell.
Oh.
I've got all the photos, except one from Max.
I'll give you a one-word sneak preview of Max's photo. Selfie. Listen, you've seen my entry. You know it's better than that. Wouldn't that be so cool to hang out together in San Francisco, Mark?
Victoria!
Speak to Mr. Jefferson, Victoria, please. And, I haven't picked a winner yet.
You already love my work, so it's not like you're playing favorites. Just imagine if you picked my photo, though. We would have to spend a lot of time together. That could be fun, don't you think?
I
Victoria!
think that you didn't say any of that.
You might as well choose me. Otherwise, I might have to tell people you offered to choose my photo for favors or something.
As a favor to your future, I'll also ignore that undisguised threat. This conversation is officially over, Miss Chase. I suggest you go back to your dorm now.
Wait! I only...
Not the best choice of words, Victoria.
Fucking kidding me?
Really poor decision making.
So stupid.
Yes, you are.
Just when I think Victoria can't get any more evil.
Shit is about to get real at Blackwell.
Let's go find out.
Alright, let's do this. You have to search the entire place, especially the sorts of places we didn't have access to previously. Every single
Chloe the
bit.
Keymaster.
You know it.
Alright. Where do we even go? I want to explore every last bit.
I don't know about this. We're both already in so much trouble.
You
Max!
can always let me get busted like you did with the weed.
Hey!
I'm serious. We're not kids anymore. We're breaking and entering.
If I have a key, how can it be breaking? I get charges for just entering.
I'm serious. We could go to jail.
Not if I'm related to the head of Blackwell Security. Stepshit will not want me in the hands of the local police. So we better find out what's in the principal's office first. You can rewind if we get caught, right? You have mad powers, Max.
But my powers didn't save Kate. Maybe I did on my own.
Max,
Come on,
this is
one more
relevant.
door and our work here is done.
This is so pointless. I mean, come on, stop fretting over this. This is more important than whatever.
So you can almost shoot somebody on Monday and party on Friday? Prescott power.
Seriously, if they even saddle you with a charge of breaking and entering, you're really not doing much of anything, and the damage is negligible.
Nerd alert. This poster has Warren written all over it.
Oh, Rachel, I know you and Kate are connected by all this.
The fact that Maxine is worried about such nonsense is almost infuriating. We're
No
past
trophy
that
will
point.
help Blackwell's reputation now.
Ah, yes, right, because the school will be known for bullying and such.
Maybe Kate started a revolution.
Flush the Vortex Club. Vortex Club sucks. Pray for Kate. Kate Marsh-Power. Vortex Club killed Kate. Vortex stud. Ah, yes, the
A
bathroom.
long time ago, Nathan got smacked down.
Come on now.
Where the hell are you, Rachel Amber?
After half a year of being missing, the odds of her being still alive are minuscule.
First Rachel and now Kate? This is the end of the Vortex Club.
It's just a silly little student organization, really. It's so petty to focus on that.
Yes, I am going to find you, Rachel. For Chloe and Kate. Your party days are over.
Wow. As in, it just doesn't seem like she's got her head on straight.
Yes, this poster must stop bullies dead in their tracks.
I don't know. I just keep reconsidering.
I feel like you're guiding us along. But where?
Because for all I know, the Vortex Club is responsible in one way or another for all these
So
things.
glad you still have your locker, Kate.
But perhaps not. And just having this tunnel vision, desperately focusing on something like that seems pretty pointless, pretty useless. Now, if it does turn out that the Vortex Club is actually some sort of a bizarre, secret, horrifying cult, oh please, you're gonna cheat on the exam?
An A minus? All right, all right. So Dr. Max did help Warren this morning.
Oh, what? Doesn't that count as cheating? Oh dear. Okay, I haven't thought of that aspect of it. I thought it was just labs, not an exam.
Ass biology. Ugh, gross. Periodic table. Wish I knew what periodic means.
Anything of note here? I know we are supposed to take this one photo over here, from what I remember. The aquarium, yes.
Everybody's asleep. I hate to wake them up, but I want a picture.
That is kind of selfish.
Good evening, Fish.
Yes, Vestin, that really puts the fish in selfish.
Thanks, Fish. Nice work.
That was particularly pointless. Okay, we have never woken up the fish, though we still retain the photo. What was the point of that? Max takes shitty selfies.
I never said they were great, troll.
Well, people misuse the term troll. It has devolved so much so as to completely lose whatever edge it had, whatever actual semantic addition to being a general derogatory term it might have ever had, and that is indeed terrible. When people overuse a term, just use it as a general purpose cudgel. A troll isn't someone who's just mean-spirited. That's not how things work. A troll operates in a particular way, and to an extent, one might even argue that that way is kind of virtuous. Especially if it's, like Socrates.
Ew, gross. At least switch to E6.
When you ultimately don't represent what you actually believe, but you are making arguments for the sake of a particular discussion that may potentially infuriate people, but it also may expose the biases, and if they are sufficiently open-minded, may make them reflect upon their ideas. The virtuous side of trolling. But you can't reach that conclusion if all you understand by trolling is just someone being malicious, evil, and all that. Okay, so the little figurine and the squirrel. Oh, okay, I've missed out on this opportunity. Obviously, the squirrel and the fireflies, that's gonna be outside. I'm way past that point. And the little figurine, no clue where that is, but presumably somewhere in the dorms. So that's done. Are we seriously already halfway there? May very well be the case. In which case, I need to pay close attention. I need to switch to this tab more often. I don't like the idea of doing that because it ruins the rhythm of it all, but fine. Let's have a gander yet again. Here's the bird, whatever that is, a bird statue, I think. Because it's on this little stand. And then there's this. Are you dressed in... No. No checkerboard pattern on her clothes. How would you even go about explaining this to Chloe? Hey, I wandered off because I need to take a few pictures and then rewind time. Why are you doing this? It really doesn't make sense.
I feel silly thinking of myself as an everyday hero for helping Kate. but it's cool that other people do. Now if I could only find Rachel.
If ever, I mean, you're not that much of an everyday hero over here, Max. You do have fabulous secret powers, as I have insisted for the longest time on calling it. But yeah, if you could do something related to that for the contest, that would be great. And you should submit your entry. And tell you what, if you lose fair and square to Victoria, I'm also okay with that. You don't have to win the contest. You've already won in a way.
You can never escape the lighthouse here.
Seriously, of all the pursuits over here, winning the contest isn't that big of a deal. Although if it launches your career as a photograph, yeah, that's brilliant, wonderful.
I feel gross even looking at Nathan's work. But he does have some style.
Look, he may be a psycho, fair enough. Once again, you gotta give credit where it is due. Contest pictures.
Okay.
Don't tamper with them.
Even when you were sad, you tried to see the good in the world. Shit. Daniel's a better illustrator than photographer, said Max, the art critic. Victoria, that is pretty fucking sweet. How can I hate somebody that shoots like that?
Well, Max, maybe if you weren't so filled with hate and instead acknowledged what people are like and what they do without necessarily internally tormenting yourself with bitterness and resentment, and strived for people to better themselves and to possibly help them in that process, then it would be better for everyone involved, for you, for those who transgress, and for those who are transgressed against. Let's consider that option.
Victoria's cigarettes? I'm sure Mr. Jefferson is impressed.
You know who else smokes? That's right, Chloe Price. What are we doing here?
That was amazing when Mr. Jefferson took a class picture the first week. Even though I didn't want to be in the picture at all, it was fairly fucking cool to watch him at work framing us.
You know, it's like that moment in Memento. Really great. Gets better every time I hear it. There wasn't much of a point to our visit over here unless we are just to memorize the layout of this particular place. Unless we are to visit it further down the line. Unless someone is to appear there further down the line. For there to be a point in us visiting this place again, as in revisiting that place, I think it makes significantly more sense to sneak into the principal's office. Which we shall do. As soon as I rewind. Alright, let's read what we have written so far. So let's yeah, let's see what Max thinks about what we have done. In the meantime, no match for the rewind power, yada yada yada, even though I thought I was in full ninja mode. Chloe still scared the shit out of me. Of course you did. Which pissed me off, considering what I've been going through. Sometimes she's so damn insensitive to other people's feelings. Gee, ya think, Max? You think? She wants all my attention for her and finding Rachel, and she gets all butthurt if I don't have time for her. Obviously, I have time. That is such a good point. Yes, when she was repeatedly barraging her with messages, that does indeed somewhat exemplify that. Although it's understandable that she would be impatient in those circumstances, and for once, her intentions are fairly good. So, that's one circumstance where I don't blame Chloe that much. Though, obviously, I have my misgivings about her. Obviously, I have time in hand, but I can't stay mad at her for long. Of course you can't. And she was so damn excited about having the keys to the main building, and honestly, I was pretty amped up too. Even more so when we went to the front of the building and spied on Victoria talking smack about me, shocked, and was actually trying to blackmail Mr. Jefferson to pick her photo for the Everyday Heroes contest. She's freaking unreal. I give Mr. Jefferson major respect for telling her to get lost, even though she deserved to be expelled for pulling that crap. This is her priority after what happened to Kate? I just don't understand Victoria, no matter how I try. She's already rich, pretty, and a good photographer. Why try so hard and hurt so many to manipulate everything already in your favor? What are the alternatives, Maxine? What is she supposed to do? Sit on her laurels? Give up? I mean, I guess that can be done, but that's arguably even worse. It makes perfect sense to want more. I wouldn't say this is the way to go about things. Certainly, you presumably should have some qualms. And you should show some restraint. But it's not bad to just want more. On the contrary. I mean, if you don't, what are you gonna do? Just kill yourself? Well. I just hope that's not what I'm doing with my rewind power. What, playing God? No. We're trying to do the right thing over here, Max. And if no one else, I am going to keep you honest in your pursuits. So don't you worry. Alright, we're here.
There's no way David would get in Mrs. Grant's face. She'd shut his ass down fast.
David Madsen to Michelle Grant. Dear Miss Michelle Grant, as head of security at Blackpool Academy, it's my job and duty to make sure all the bases have been covered when it comes to protecting the student body. I know I'm nobody's favorite among the faculty and students, but I know I'm making sure the safety is my prime directive. Since taking over as head of security, my statistics speak for themselves, as does the 15.4% drop in campus crime. I respect your position as a science teacher, but you have unfairly demonized my plans for a surveillance system with a cowardly petition. I hope that you will redact this petition and consider the human cost of not retrofitting Blackpool Academy with the latest in safe and private security. Sincerely, Madsen David. Very level-headed message. You don't necessarily have to agree with the guy, but that does make sense. Yes, he's trying to keep people safe. Maybe the means are not that great. Maybe he could do that otherwise, but ultimately, in that aspect, his motivations are pretty benign. You look at the motivations of Victoria Chase, you can certainly have objections there. You look at motivations of David Madsen. He might not be the nicest of people, but he's not out there to cause mayhem and make people miserable. He's not out there just doing things for himself. He's not after money, etc. He legitimately wants to do something well as far as his job is concerned. His motivation is not selfish, and that is kinda laudable. And that is something to keep in mind. He's a security guard, and what does he want to do? He wants to keep the students safe. Can you complain about the way he wants to do that? Sure. But ultimately, let's not demonize him, shall we? I know he's an easy target for that sort of thing, but no, let's not do that. Let's be reasonable instead.
Only a total phony would wear a crappy hat like that.
What, you object to a hat now? That is petty, Max.
Squirrels like nuts. Does that mean Samuel is... Nah.
How to feed your inner little spirit animal. But yes, a squirrel is his, I mean, Samuel, well, his spirit animal is a squirrel, and the guy is nuts. He has become nuts. That's a lot of keys. What's your problem, Chloe? Come on, if we want to do this post haste, I could just no, let's not.
That's it.
Let's not use it for very petty purposes.
The fuck? The security officer should have the key to the principal's office.
He's hiding shit, like everybody here.
Well, now we definitely have to get this door open.
How?
Believe it or not, I know a little about lockpicking, thanks to Frank. I might as well test out my thief skill.
Do it.
All right, we're already in this deep.
Well, you could look for the key, just in case.
Why, yes, I could.
It's presumably right, though.
Here are the keys. None for the principal's office.
What?
Crap. Boring.
I guess we'll have to rewind, otherwise they'll might. They're not gonna.
Dead end.
They're not gonna find marks based on your lock picking all day. Just to be sure, we should presumably rewind.
Nothing here.
And of course, there's nothing here.
No key for thee. We have to find another way in.
Guess I didn't spend enough time with Frank. But I'll use my DIY lockpick tools while you come up with a better plan.
My plan has a name.
What would that name be?
Hey, Warren, you busy? Just bubble hearth, you'll be okay. Listen, I need your physics expertise stat. Without naming names, if somebody had access to the art and science labs and wanted to construct a device that would, say, open a locked door, would you maybe kinda know how? Huh? No, I'm just asking for fun. Thanks, science guy. No. Stay. We need you as backup. Just send the text instructions now.
I guess involving more
yes,
people.
I'm still all in to go ape with you at the drive-in. Thanks for the help.
Don't tell me you're jealous here, Chloe. Let's not make it about
Sus
that.
ass. Goddamn door.
Try not to wake up everybody at Blackwell.
Sorry, Max. I got nothing. What about your plan?
I'm gonna go put it together. Can you stay here and not get caught?
I might get on the other side of that door before you, Lupin.
The race is on. See you soon.
Yes? Here's how you do it. Any questions? So are you really going to try this? A keyword is try. I bow to your wisdom. Okay. And my current objective, according to this, is I need to find sugar, soda can, duct tape, and sodium chlorate.
Warren is such a classic nerd. Let's see if I can find those items. What do you know? Trash.
No soda can? And if she gets stuff done before me, I can always rewind.
Nothing in it.
Though that would be
A long time ago,
horribly petty.
Nathan got smacked down. Where the hell are you, Rachel Amber? Just emptied. Nothing here.
Come on, one of the trash cans has to harbor it. Oh, fine, I can get a can out of the vending machine.
No can here. Release the crack can. It's all mine anyway. Only 3 more items to go.
Let's do it.
Gross. I hate that formalin smell.
Relax. But yes, not involving Warren in this entire elaborate scheme makes perfect logical sense because there would be more people here to get busted. Not the best of ideas. Although in principle I would appreciate him being here.
So, sodium chlorate is a weed killer. You'd think Warren would have told me that factoid.
Well, fair enough, but he didn't have the presence of mind to phrase things in a simple enough fashion, which really is extremely understandable.
You're an artist, damn it, not a scientist. But this is so not sodium chlorate. Here's the sodium chlorate box.
And how do you plan on getting access to that? You're gonna climb the skeleton?
You know you're clumsy, Max. Don't waste your rewind power. Use the damn chair.
Thank you. Mundane problems.
Halfway home, Max.
Mundane problems require mundane solutions. What? Still there? Did you blow up? Max? Still I didn't blow up yet. I need to concentrate now. Talk to you later.
This is like a scene in a horror film.
You know, texting your ditz friend how to make explosives really does sound like a very poor idea. The more I think about this. Now, I would prefer to be personally involved in such an operation, because I wouldn't trust her to not kill herself in the process. So,
The
Yep.
tape is mine.
Of course, we're gonna need this. So Warren's a...
One more ingredient left.
So if anything, Warren does not have enough objections as it is. No objectives on the journal. Sugar, soda, can, duct tape, sodium chlorate. So all I need now is sugar? Should be in the soda. What is the plan here? Where do I find it then? Yeah, presumably that's just where I find the tape. Sodium chloride over there. Outside I found the can. So where do I find the sugar?
So glad you still have your locker, Kate.
It's gotta be around here somewhere. Does it? Is there any logical way I can figure out where it might be? Any way at all? Anything that could guide me. It's not like we can visit, I don't know, the kitchen to find a sugar packet or anything like that. Searching the bins seems to be the most logical second guess, doesn't it? Maybe it's right here under my nose?
Sugar. This is Oregon, damn it.
So?
Where's the Blackwell coffee machine so I can grab some sugar?
Right here?
Ooh, sugar.
Thanks for the tip, Maxine. I do appreciate it.
Now it's time to show Chloe that Max is the bomb.
This sounds incredibly questionable.
Take it easy on the door, Chloe. Let's try this instead.
You have to...
Literally.
Yes! Time to blow shit up!
Look, step away.
If you'll light the candle.
This is so cool!
Step away! And I mean
Get ready
far
to haul
away.
ass.
Yeah, as if she was about to wake people up. You're about to blow stuff up. This is going to make a lot of noise. You have to hurry.
Was so fucking cool!
Okay, shut up. We just woke up everyone over here.
Oh, we are toast! Here comes the whole Arcadia Bay Fire and Police Department. So what should we do?
I'll undo this soon enough. Anything of use? I will undo that in a moment. No, please. This never happened, Chloe. I'm sorry. I need to be inside this room.
This ancient door is no match for Max the Magician.
If I can get this bastard open, she can't cheat with her rewind. Oh, this is bullshit. Fuck you, door.
Shut up, Chloe.
Welcome to my domain.
You are magic. I have no clue how the hell you got in there, but you did it, sister.
Yeah,
The company I keep. Now, let's find what we want and beat it. My powers only go so far.
Oh,
Man, I can see why the principal locks this room up. Fancy faux art crap. He must want everybody to know he has money, but no taste.
I'm sorry, Chloe. You have missed out on the explosion, but
How
that's
can you trust
okay.
somebody who has a fucking bronze bird in his office? I'm glad I was expelled.
Photo,
Yes,
photo,
if
photo.
only the principal had a Monet or Picasso, you'd still be at Blackwell.
Eat me. I'm gonna pilfer the papers on this ugly-ass desk.
Ooh, be careful, though.
Okay, sure. It's ugly, but damn, is it a cozy chair.
Right, you would... Of course, you would like to have all the power.
This is your chance to truly get all deductive and shit, Sherlock. Find us some clues about Rachel, or Kate, or Nathan. Anybody.
I'm on the case.
Maybe I'm being harsh on her, but I look at her in that chair, and what comes to my mind is that she would love to have all the power with no responsibility. That's what she's after.
You're not so tacky up close.
Can you take the photo, please? Just, it's the next thing on the list. I do remember it. It's right here. It's the bird. The bird is the word. From the other side, perhaps? Can you photograph that hawk? It's the, I know it's the bird. Fine. What is it, Warren? Did you blow up the Larkin bomber? Oh, please, I just wanted to see if you knew explosives. And to see your incredible artwork. Yeah, the explosion never happened, technically.
I'd drink too if I was the principal of Blackwell.
Yeah, no kidding.
And nothing here.
That's okay, you have time.
Rachel doesn't seem so troubled based on all this. But there's not much here about the police investigation.
Rachel Dawn Amber. Unfortunately, Rachel Amber has stopped attending class for the past month, and she's left no contact with students or faculty for the past month. Her parents are at the present unaware of her whereabouts, and Blackwell hopes for her quick return to continue her academic excellence. Brief summary. Rachel Amber is the quintessential student representation of Blackwell Academy. She excels in all her studies and extracurricular activities, which are numerous. Wow, she sounds perfect. Popular with both students and faculty, she has the de facto qualities of scholarship and leadership that is a hallmark of Blackwell's legacy. Her diverse goals include a career in international law and fashion modeling. There is no doubt that Rachel will achieve all of her dreams with Blackwell as the fulcrum. Principal Wells. This is Lieutenant Chris Rossi. Just wanted to let you know that Rachel Amber's investigation has officially been closed on our end. We always hoped that one magic clue, but once again, Arcadia Bay covers up another secret. We always keep our eyes and ears open, but that's all we can do from now. Thanks for all your help, Lieutenant Chris Rossi, Arcadia Bay PD.
Man, I don't blame the principal for expelling Chloe. Bad Chloe.
Chloe Elizabeth Price. Chloe Price is a problematic student at Blackwell, despite the best efforts of the faculty and administration to guide her academically. Chloe does little homework and is often willfully belligerent to her teachers. She has caused numerous class disruptions with inappropriate comments and rude gestures to fellow students. She was recently suspended for spray painting graffiti in the parking lot. Even though Chloe is an intelligent student with potential, she chooses to squander it on empty rebellion against a non-mandatory institution. Update. Chloe Price is no longer a student in Blackwell. See attached police response. You are a menace to society, Chloe Price.
Only 2 more files to go.
What? That one was... I mean, fair enough, why not?
Weird. This asshole has a spotless record.
Maybe all the spots have been cleared up. Brief summary: Nathan Prescott continues his family's historical legacy at Blackwell Academy with a stellar academic record and a variety of extracurricular activities, including work with the Arcadia Bay Homeless Fund. Nathan is also popular with students and faculty. He stands as a proud representation of Blackwell.
Like I'm not gonna read my own personal file.
Student information sheet. Maxine Caulfield, GPA 2.8. Wait, that's disappointingly low, isn't it? Max, as she prefers to be called, is considered a quiet, attentive student with much potential for her photography. Her GPA fluctuates, as she has acknowledged, and she should be doing better. Her teachers back up her quiet intelligence, though some complaints find her too nervous and nosy. That does make sense. Some faculty members would like Max to speak up more in class and be more assertive. Others would like her to be less so, but this is a common student suggestion rather than a specific recommendation. Update. Despite some recent confrontations with Blackwell security, Max showed herself to represent the very best of Blackwell Academy by stopping fellow student Kate Marsh from jumping off the dormitory roof today. At this time, there is an ongoing police/faculty investigation, but Max's heroism is undisputed.
This file is going to be so spotless, I'll projectile vomit.
Oh, Victoria Maribeth Chase, GPA 3.9. She's brilliant! Victoria Chase is the gold standard for Blackwell Academy, a student with a consistently high GPA and extracurricular activities that reflect her career goals in photography. Victoria also receives high marks from faculty for her devotion to the Vortex Club, among other organizations devoted to Blackwell's spirit and history. So Victoria doesn't just stand on the shoulders of giants. Victoria is actually successful of her own accord. Academic excellence is something I admire and respect. So yes, she's got personality flaws. She doesn't treat people properly, fair enough. But she's great. She's brilliant. I'm not gonna take that away from her.
I have to make sure Warren doesn't have a criminal background.
Warren, GPA 4.0. Guess who's smarter than Victoria Chase? Yeah, maybe these two should make an unlikely couple. That would be amusing. Yeah, how broken do you have to be? Yeah, the more I think about this... Nathan Prescott is going to be a horrible influence on Victoria Chase. That's the way I see it. If she were to keep better company, then maybe she'd be a better person socially. She's already a brilliant individual as is. So perhaps, of course, jocular though this remark of mine may have been, it would make sense for her to hang out with other people. Completely different people. I understand the potential benefits of hanging out with Nathan. I understand that he may have possibly a personality she finds attractive, etc. But no, obviously. She's brilliant. Maybe she should hang out with brilliant people rather than these troubled individuals. Anyway, Warren is considered an exemplary student that presents a long tradition of excellence in science at Blackwell. He has the gift, all cause, of gab, depending on the faculty. Some have accused him of playing science pranks, but this is not confirmed by his science teacher, Miss Grant. We hope Warren focuses his academic vision and continues towards his bright future. Okay. One more to go.
Let's nab this last file, Sherlock. Always wanted to say nab.
Nabbing is fine. Look at the painting.
Looks like an oil painting spill. Awful.
And of course, of all the places... to insist on lighting, you didn't insist on lighting this one. Can we shine any light over here? You can look at books over here. Oh,
I certainly can't use this.
Why? And why is it highlighted?
This pretty much sums up Kate. Shy and sweet. And in the wrong place.
Is this the final file? I would love to rewind because I want to search everything. Student information sheet, Kate Beverly Marsh, GPA 3.9. Oh, so the same level of intellect as measured by GPA as Victoria Chase. Interesting. And they're all smarter than Max. Kate Marsh represents the very best of the students at Blackwell Academy. Is there anyone out there who doesn't represent the best of students at Blackwell Academy? Come on now. Her GPA is consistently outstanding along with her optimistic attitude and quiet work ethic. The extracurricular activities with the Meals on Wheels program has been acknowledged on KBase 7 News, and her diverse religious studies group has been a welcome addition to the wide range of student-led spiritual programs at Blackwell. She also has one of the best attendance records in school's history. Principal Wells. As a school nurse, I should inform you that Kate Marsh appears to have experienced some recent emotional and or physical trauma. I spoke to her briefly and she was upset but vague and refused to talk further with me. I think it's important that we keep our eyes on her and make sure she's not under duress from other classmates, as is my suspicion. Regards, Anne-Marie Berenci. Update. At present time, there is a security investigation into a controversial video allegedly featuring Kate Marsh at the Vortex Club party that has been uploaded onto the internet without her knowledge or alleged consent, along with her claim of being taken to the hospital during the party. See the attached files for complete details.
I think we found everything in here. I should go join Chloe now.
Join. She's in the same room. She's right here.
Dude, I know you have shit to hide.
That is so cool that my signature actually counted. Go, Miss Grant.
The Miss Grant is principal of Blackwell Academy. It is my glad, happy, fortunate duty to inform you. That's polyparenthesized. It is my to inform? No. To inform you that your petition to block the installation of a new surveillance system has received enough signatures for the school to reject the plan. It is not my policy to take sides in these matters, as we encourage the faculty and student body to participate in the school's operation. However, I did recognize the controversial nature of these cameras and showed your concern for possible invasion of privacy. Thank you for your passion and for inspiring Blackwell students to make their voices heard. I hope they will feel empowered by the outcome of your petition. Best, Principal Wells.
So, Nathan Prescott's dad is a bully too. Shocker.
Raymond Wells, from Sean Prescott to Raymond Wells. Principal Wells. In light of the recent outrageous allegations against my son and his subsension, I feel that my large contribution to Blackwell Academy should also be suspended. Of course, the situation can be rectified once Nathan is reinstated at Blackwell with a written apology. I don't think that's going to happen, dude. Along with that, I understand that the tragic event involving Miss Marsh gives you pause, but I would suggest that cancelling Thursday's party is not conducive to the can-do spirit of Blackwell Academy. I expect you to reconsider and come to the same obvious conclusion. Thank you, Sean Prescott. Brilliant. I don't know if you should cancel the party just because of these recent events. Although, would more horrible things happen at that party? Is it perhaps for the best? Considering that a party precipitated this entire fiasco, to put it mildly. What are you even looking up over here, Chloe? I want to take a photo of you.
You're not so tacky up close.
Not of Chloe, I mean, but of this bird. Let me shoot the bird. Come on, the bird! I know it's fine. Have it your way.
Max, you better come check out these files.
What have you found?
Nathan accuses Rachel of bringing drugs on campus, and my step troll went along because he thinks Rachel was a bad influence on me. Assholes.
If David is teaming up with Nathan Prescott, that's a bad sign.
Nathan Prescott III. Ooh, he's so money. And you know the Prescotts dropped major bank to bury Nathan's real file. Look, it reads like a rap sheet. Bad grades, teacher complaints, secret probation. But I was expelled?
At least Nathan was finally suspended. Check out that note. Open it.
It's just some crazy drawing.
It's not a drawing. Look. Rachel in the dark room. Rachel in the dark room. Over and over. That's it.
That's fucked up. What does this even mean? Nathan is truly psychotic. I know he has something to do with Rachel missing.
Whoa, listen to this. David M. always asks what's going on in my head. David M. always helps me follow those he follows. It's pretty cryptic.
No, it sounds like they formed some sort of weird team, the Super Hebros.
Jesus. David was stalking Kate, hassling me, and now we know he was all over Rachel too.
Oh, we are so going into his garage files. Plus, I'm getting a little paranoid in here. We got our info, let's bail. But maybe we shouldn't leave without a gift.
What do you mean?
No, you are not taking the cozy chair.
Max, do your powers include mind reading? Or did you just rewind because I tried to steal the chair?
Shit, I'm confused. It's the powers of best friendship. I know how you roll. We should definitely get out of here. We pressed our luck enough.
Hello, what have we here?
We're not stealing money.
Holy shit! Jackpot! Cha-ching!
No, Chloe.
Wowzer. That's a lot for the handicapped fund.
Dude, there's $5,000 here. I could pay Frank back tonight.
No, you're not.
This'll chill him out after you almost, shot him.
No, I'm not letting you do that.
Are you gonna make a big issue out of this?
Yes, I am going to make
Or
a big
just
issue of this.
rewind and take the greenbacks for yourself. I hope you do that instead of lecturing me.
No, I think I'm going to lecture you. We're not going to steal the money, Chloe.
You really want to take money from the handicapped fund? I know you need to pay Frank back, but I've got my power to protect you, right?
There's a lot of power in that horse-choking wad of cash.
Chloe, no.
But yes, Moral Max is right again. I guess.
Thank you.
Let's get the hell out of this office morgue.
Because, stealing money off of the damn handicapped
I know
fund.
that money would have helped Chloe and me.
Yeah, so it might just help other people. And even if it wasn't for the handicapped fund, just, using your powers to sneak into this office and then to take the money, no, that sounds pretty messed up to me. How about we do not do that? How about we do better?
You're not so tacky up close.
Can you please take the photo?
That is so cool that my signature actually counted. So, Nathan Prescott's dad is a bully too. Shocker.
I want to take a photo of the boat. Yes, we need these documents. Whoa. Look. You retain items you take with you, retain the knowledge. But even if we're not going to use it, because if nothing else, revealing this sort of information will presumably lead back to us at some point, or it may not be to our immediate advantage. I think we should exfiltrate this bit of info. I think we should print this out, take it with us, and then possibly use it at some point. Refusing to print it out might not be the best of ideas, because then you will not be able to fall back on this. You'll be down to some, I don't know, some technicality. At some point, it might be quite necessary to provide the receipts. You'll have people teetering on the edge and figuring, well, I don't know if I believe you as far as this and that is concerned, and then you show them this. Look, here's the track record this guy has, and here's the next thing I am alleging he has done, alongside with a handful of evidence for him having done that. Now, I think that shows a lot, and it's not out of character all of a sudden. It's not a student with a spotless record suddenly allegedly committing some terrible deeds. It's someone with a troubled past and an expunged record based on corruption doing another horrible thing that, if ignored, will just, be swept under the rug again. We've got to inform Nathan Prescott. What is it this time? Mr. Prescott, we regret to inform you that Nathan Prescott has disrupted various classes over the past month despite repeated warnings and leniency due to a crude outburst in Ms. Hoyda's intro to literature class on Tuesday, September 17th. Nathan was sent back to his dormitory for the day without a proper write-up for his files. Nathan has enormous potential, but also erratic behavior patterns that may need supervision beyond Blackwell's ability. The school cannot tolerate these disruptions, so we hope you will discuss this matter with Nathan to impress upon him the severity of the situation. Please see the attached files for the full reports. Update expunged record. Dear Principal Wells, we received a rather outrageous and possibly slanderous letter from somebody in administration accusing Nathan of uncharacteristic erratic behavior patterns. We're certain this must be a mistake, otherwise we fear that we will take Nathan out of Blackwell to a more prestigious and better funded institution. Please respond with a copy of the expunged disciplinary warning report. Wow. Blackmail Academy. Blackwell Incident Report, Nathan Prescott. The following is a list of reported incidents involving Nathan Prescott. There seems to be a pattern of outbursts and confrontations, followed by remorse and repentance. Nathan Prescott is a sociopath. Not a psychopath, a sociopath. Poor impulse control, violent outbursts, remorse and regret. Typical pattern for a sociopath. I don't know how much control he has over these sorts of things, because, I mean, if we only are to pass judgment on people based on what they do according to their own free will, then it becomes a problem, because free will itself is a complicated subject, and we could hypothetically explain everything away by figuring that maybe, just maybe, a person cannot control basically anything in his life. He's sufficiently crazy, at which point responsibility completely diffuses itself, and we can have people doing absolutely horrible things with no way for us to actually assign blame to these people. Not that assigning blame is necessarily that helpful, as I have mentioned previously, but I think he has some control, so he remains, in my eyes, a reasonably bad person. I don't think he's so insane that at no point he controls his actions. But at the same time, I am willing to concede that he may very well just do all these things as an impulse and may regret them further down the line because he'd prefer not to do them, but he just feels a compulsion. But that means that what? I can glibly say, oh, he should be in therapy, he should receive psychological aid. For one, we have basically heard that he is indeed getting therapy. And other than that, as far as I understand, you can't really cure sociopaths. There's basically nothing you can do. You may possibly in some cases be able to make some progress, but I wouldn't have high hopes. The prognosis isn't that great, because what you're dealing with is impulsive, uncontrolled behavior. You're not going to be able to do much about that if the whole problem is that people can't control their own actions. If it was a matter of poor decisions that are reasonably consciously made, then you can possibly instruct them to try and make better decisions. Even though that's usually not what psychologists do, because they tend to probe whatever. But if it's beyond his control, what are you going to do? Tell him to make better decisions as far as things beyond his control are concerned, even though on a conscious level, once he comes to, so to speak, and realizes what he has done, he is already filled with remorse? There's very little that you can impress upon him. He already knows he shouldn't do that. He just does it anyway because he's compulsed. It's like Tourette's syndrome. It's not that he wants to, it just happens. It's a tic. That is not to say that I am completely over here divorcing the personal choices of Nathan Prescott from Nathan Prescott as a human being. It's not like I'm absolving him of all the guilt. I still think he's not the best human being. But once again, I'm introducing a bit of ethical subtlety to the subject matter. Not that I believe every single person out there is good. Logos forbid, I certainly don't. If anything, I would be significantly more inclined to insist that everyone is bad by nature, but that's a subject for another time. We suggest his parents remove him from the school and place him under expert psychological supervision. Which is basically what I have just stated, and I haven't read that sentence before I stated it. Great minds think alike. Throwing a desk in class, cursing at his English teacher, lighting firecrackers in the bathroom, stealing school supplies. This is, but once again, we know for a fact that he comes from a rich family. It's not that he's doing this out of desperation or anything. Once again, it's just a case of kleptomania. Completely pointless, completely unnecessary, done out of impulse. And guess what? This casual pocketing of items, just this sort of kleptomania, this is the sort of thing that the sort of thing that sociopaths do. They act out of impulse. They snatch something because they kind of feel like it, because it comes to them. Uncontrollable urges that they just give into immediately. Impulsive behavior. Sociopath. Definitely not a psychopath. Threatening the school custodian. I see. Attempted theft of Countess Tobanga statue. That thing? The enormous totem? Imagine trying to steal that. Well, was he... What? Was he trying to stuff it in his pocket? Sheesh. Oh, wow. But yes, this is Rachel in the dark room. Is that the place he brought Kate to? I seem to recall him bringing Kate to a light room. A room filled with light, but who knows? This is disturbing. I don't know. And one thing that shouldn't escape notice is at basically the very start of the first episode, in the bathroom, in the interaction with Chloe, Nathan said something that might have escaped our attention at the time because of so many things happening, but he said, I'm so tired of people telling me what to do, or I'm so tired of people controlling me. And that is indeed intriguing. I don't know what it signifies, and that's one really easy reason to just completely ignore that, to filter it out, because it didn't seem to connect to anything in particular at that particular point in time, so it may easily slip your memory. But I remember, I've reviewed the footage, so I remember, but I do remember. So I don't know, maybe it's him hearing voices in his head, or maybe it's the fact that he also has very little control over his life. Which would make sense, because as he pointed out to Chloe, he doesn't have a lot of money, his parents do. And he's kind of in a hostage situation as far as that's concerned. It's not like he has a lot to say about his own fate. It's not like he can control that much. And these violent outbursts may be a sign of that? I don't know. Don't want to absolve him too much. Alright, what do we have here? David Madsen and Nathan Prescott have both come to my office to warn me that Rachel Amber has been a drug mule. In Mr. Madsen's talk radio terminology, acting as a front for another local dealer. I think I know who that local dealer may have been. You can look at this and immediately think that Nathan is lying. You can also have an antipathy towards David and figure that David was also lying and they were lying together for some nefarious purpose. Or you can look at this and figure, hold on, maybe she was. But why would she be? The only reason I can think of, really, is, once again, blackmail. I don't think she would just do that sort of thing for the hell of it. Considering Rachel's exemplary status, I told David that I would need more concrete proof, and he promised he had more to show. I was surprised to get an unscheduled visit from Rachel Amber. Oh, she seemed quite upset and claimed that David Madsen was following her and taking photographs. Well, you just requested for him to provide proof. David would deny this, and given the questionable company Rachel has been keeping, I'm not certain I can believe her right now. Rachel Amber may have messed with the wrong people and may have paid the price as a result. Drugs. Now, I know a friendly local drug dealer, but I figured the interactions between him and Rachel Amber wouldn't have occurred at all, really. I figured that was that was just down to Chloe. But who knows? Fine. Let's get the hell out of Dodge. Let's just leave. I mean, what else is there? To leave the school building. Will we actually get the opportunity to do so? We are about to find out. Are there any more notes? Yes. The documents have been perused. Unfortunately, this has led to more questions than answers. We'll need significantly more evidence to uncover the truth. Where shall our intrepid investigators head off to next? Find out in the next part of my Life is Strange playthrough. Thanks for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.